Beside me here, I've got a 2026 Cadillac Vistiq Platinum in this beautiful, vibrant white tri-coat. We're gonna do a walk around and a review on it. Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, so in front of me here, I have the 2026 Cadillac Vistiq Platinum here in this beautiful, vibrant white tri-coat. I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite three-row luxury electric SUVs you can buy on the market in this segment. So let's talk about some specs here. So 102 kilowatt hour battery is gonna give you about 305 miles of range, which is about 490 kilometers. Guys, 615 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 happens in under 4 seconds, which is crazy. Now, this is also an all-wheel drive vehicle. Lots of specs there to unpack, but let's take a look here at the front. Now, you're gonna get these LED daytime running lights with your LED lights. This here is actually your turn signal light. Now, I gotta say, this paint color is beautiful. Just looking at it in the sun, look at the sparkle it gives you. Honestly, it is fantastic. As we carry into the center here, you're gonna get a kind of signature electric vehicle grille from Cadillac, which does light up. You're gonna get a cleared out Cadillac logo that also lights up. And I gotta say, this at night looks fantastic. You're also going to get your parking sensors on your bumper with your camera at the front there. Now, there are some kind of gray metallic trim pieces around it. So you can see right here above the grille and then also there on the bumper. But like I said, I can't stop looking at this vehicle. I think they've nailed the platinum look when it comes to the Vistiq. I think it looks incredible. Let me know what you guys think, but let's take a look underneath the hood of the Vistiq here and go over what's underneath, because they actually don't give you a front trunk. All right, guys, so underneath the hood here of the Vistiq, there is actually no front trunk. There's a couple things I know under here. You've obviously got your washer fluid. It looks like your coolant reservoirs here. You've got your 12-volt battery and then your brake fluid reservoir there as well. I mean, that is pretty much the extent to my knowledge under here. Looks like this could be a computer. Typically, I also see some covers that are on electric cars at the front if they don't have a front trunk. Some of them do, but this is really what it looks like underneath here. You can also see inside the fenders there, but really that is underneath the front here. Let me know what you guys think. Let's take a look around the Vistiq and go over its options. All right, so let's take a look around the Vistiq Platinum. We'll start with the tire and wheel setup. We're sitting on a Goodyear tire, 295/40 R22 is the tire size. So we've got a 22-inch wheel here. It's got that brushed aluminum face. I think it looks great. You also can get a blacked out wheel, which I also think would look fantastic. We've got Brembo brake calipers here, and I gotta say the brake calipers are pretty big. We've got that carpeted liner inside. It does sit on air suspension. We've got that grayed out metallic trim piece here on the fender with the Cadillac logo. Then we've got the blacked out mirror cap here with the camera here. Now, one thing I like about this that I think makes this car stand out a little bit more is the blacked out roof. I think that just kind of adds a little bit more of a nice look to the Vistiq itself. Now, let's take a look at the side of it. Now, like I said, this is a three-row SUV, so it's taking over the XT6. And I mean, Cadillac makes, honestly, in most cases, a better electric vehicle than their gas. You could see that we've got a lot of characteristics of the IQ, which is that vehicle over there. And, you know, it looks great. I like the handles. They're body matched. You've got that kind of grayed out trim piece there as well. I like that, like I said, that black roof just kind of carries a really nice look to the whole vehicle. You've got this kind of like sticker here, which is standard. Some people may not like it, but you know, you can wrap over it if you want. Now, getting inside here, we've got the key. We'll just unlock it and the door handles will come out. You've got keyless entry on the front two doors, so most of the time the handles will just open. And then this is what the interior looks like, guys. This is the Kona brown interior, and I think it looks great, especially with this white exterior. So we'll start here. You're gonna get that brown interior here. You've got lock and unlock here. You've got your seat adjustments here with massaging seats, heated and ventilated, and they are memory seating. So I love that they're giving you memory seating here. This really nice brushed aluminum piece here, real wood trim with some ambient lighting, all soft touch. You've got these cheese grater speakers here, which look fantastic. I gotta say, the door panel design, even just the door panel looks great. You've got the Cadillac here on the door sill, the emblem, and then this is what the seat looks like. You know what, guys, it feels incredible. The quality of the leather just feels great. You've got speakers in the headrest too. I like that white stitching and the white piping. I think it just looks great. It kind of reminds me of that Denali Ultimate interior, kind of brown, to be honest. And then you're going to get more brown down here. Now, I also like the fact that with this center console, they've given you this nice wood trim here, but you've got like two areas. You've got your own on the passenger side, a wireless charging pad, and then more storage down below. And then you've got more of that brown carried out here. You've got an Alcantara liner as well. Honestly, guys, this is just a beautiful looking SUV. And then we'll take a look at the back here. Now, the back here of the Vistiq is absolutely incredible, I gotta say. So we'll start with the door panel. Again, all soft touch here. You're gonna get speaker here, speaker there, black wood trim with some ambient lighting. You got your lock and unlock here, handle, and then here's that lit up door sill there. Now, this is what the seat looks like. It's very thick and it feels incredible. Honestly, guys, the quality of the material in this vehicle, especially in the Platinum, is beautiful. I love that white stitching and piping. Now, there's a couple things to note here. One, you can push this button here and the seat will go forward. If you are in the third row, you can push this button and it will do the same thing. Now there's buttons on this side and over there. They do the same thing. If you push the button, the third row seat will actually come down. So you can do it from right here, which is another cool thing to do. And then you push it again, and the third row seats will go up. Now in the back here, you're gonna get padding on both sides. You're gonna get cup holders as well, and 2 USB-Cs, and then you're gonna get a full moonroof also on the back there, which is another cool thing. Now, all you have to do is push this forward and then you're good to go. Now the seats recline and they move forward and back as well. Now inside here, you've got your climate control features. So you can hit controls. You've got ambient lighting. You've got controls for your second and third row. And then over here, you've got your heated seats that you can control as well. So it's got a lot of nice features. Down below here, you got 2 USB-Cs with your 120, and then you got your cup holders as well. And then this one here does not have like a center console area. You can actually go through the area and get to the back. But I'll show you guys how I would get in here as someone who's about 5'11". All right, guys, so hopping inside here, very, very easy. You don't have a handle here to help you get in, but honestly, it's not really necessary. Like I'm a 5'11" guy, and it was very easy to get in and out of. Now you do have your armrest here as well. You can recline the seat. I've opened up the moonroof too, so it allows for a lot more light. Honestly, like this is a beautiful interior. I love it. The one thing that I wish they did add as an option is to put like screens back here. So for longer, road trips, to have a screen back here would be necessary, I think, in my opinion. But you've got your plugs here too. So, worst case, you can plug in your iPad or your phone or whatever. Like I'm lost for words. They've done a great job with this interior. It is beautiful. Like Alcantara liner, speakers, AKG. The quality of the leather looks great. I like the brown, to be honest. Some people may not like the brown. You still can get the black, but the brown looks great, especially like I said with the white exterior. Now you have that button, like I said to you guys over here, to get into the third row if you need to. Very easy to do so. Honestly, like I said, it is a beautiful interior. Let me know what you guys think about it. All right, so that's it for the middle row, the interior at the back, and then here's a look at the back tire and wheel. So same dimensions here in the back with air suspension, and there's that carpeted liner as well. And then as you can see here at the back, you're gonna get more of that kind of gray metallic trim piece. But let me know what you guys think. Let's take a look at the back trunk. In the back here of the Cadillac Vistiq Platinum here, we can see we've got that cleared out Cadillac logo there, Vistiq on the left, 900 E4 on the right. You've got your parking sensors down below with a little bit of a body match diffuser there, but again, you're gonna get more of that kind of grayed out metallic trim piece there. Now, your taillights are gonna carry from the top to bottom, which I think look great, and they carry a little bit more inside there. You've got 2 cameras here. One is for your mirror camera. So over there, you've got your mirror camera for your rear camera mirror, and then one's for your backup camera too. But overall, like I said, I think the back here, I think looks great. I really like the way they've designed it. I also like the fact that they've hid the wiper inside that little lip there. Now I'm going to zoom out here so you guys can see how to open the back here. We can push the bottom of that Cadillac logo and it will open up. With the right configuration, you can tow 5,000 pounds. Now the biggest kind of thing to know is there isn't going to be a lot of room in the back here when the seats are up. So as you can see, there's not a ton of room. You have a little bit of storage underneath here, right? It's a deep pocket, but you can put the seats down. So if we push this button here, the seat will go down just like that. We can see we also have all-weather mats here. You've got a 12-volt plug as well, just like that. You've got a tie-down clip here. Now you can put the middle seats down by clicking this button. So if we hit the left button, you can see the seat will go down just like that. And then you can only have the third row seats go up. So if you push the button again, the third row seat will come up, but it'll give you more room, obviously, if the seat's down. You're going to get a little bit of a pocket here as well with a light on both sides, but that is really it. We'll push the button here to close it, and that really is it here for the back, guys. Let me know what you think. Let's take a look at those seats behind the driver quickly and just show you guys what it looks like. I also just want to thank Applewood Cadillac here in Mississauga, Ontario for allowing me to review this Cadillac. Go see my friend Zach here. He'll hook you up with a great deal. All right, guys, so taking a look at the seats behind the driver here, looks the same here. We'll look at the door panel quickly here. So again, all soft touch here, more of that wood trim, speaker here, pocket down below, some really nice leather here. You get this little design here on the door sill, and then this is what the seat looks like. So nice, soft, and plush. Now there's one thing that I didn't mention on that side that you can do. There's 2 buttons here. These buttons activate the third row. So you can push the third row down just by pushing this button here. and then you can also push it up and the seat will go back up just like that. So you can also push this button here too and have the seat go forward if you need to easily access the third row, which is another thing to note. And there's another button here to push this seat forward again if needed, if you're in the back. But really, it looks the same. They can move forward and back as well, so you can push it back and forward. I gotta say, it looks great. And there's a look at that moonroof as well. So that's it for the back here, guys. Let's take a look at the front. All right, guys, before we hop in, I wanted to show you where the charge port door is. So it's right in front of the driver door here on the front fender. So you push the top right and the charge port door will open. Now, again, 305 miles of range, which is just under 500 kilometers. If you're at a DC fast charging station, at 10% in about a half hour, you're gonna get to about 85%. And if you're at level 2 charging, you're gonna get about 50 miles, which is about 75 kilometers per hour of charge. And then all you do is push this button and it will close just like that. So I want to show you guys that. Now let's hop in on the driver's side of things. We'll start with the door panel. All soft touch here with this beautiful black leather, real wood trim with the ambient lighting here, brown leather. Your window and mirror controls here, and the mirrors are power folding. I like the fact that your seat adjustments are here. You got massaging seats. I also like the fact that you got memory seating here with your heat and ventilated seats. I also like the fact that you got the memory seating over on the passenger side. Then you got your speaker here. You got the lit up Cadillac here on the door sill. And then this is what the seat looks like, guys. So like I said, speakers in the headrest. You're gonna get white stitching and piping, and the seats feel incredible. Now on the left side here, you can control your air suspension, open up your tailgate, interior light switch there, parking, brake, and then this is how you open up the front trunk. But that is really it, guys. Before we hop in, let's take a look inside. So we are inside the Cadillac Vistiq Platinum here. So we'll start with the steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel here. You've got Super Cruise here at the top, activated via this button over here. You've got your heated steering wheel button and then your regular cruise control as well. Forward collision alert over here, and then this here is your velocity max mode. Now over here on the right is going to be your controls for your volume. You've got call, hang up, call, pick up, voice command, music, and then your other toggles. Now on the left side of the steering wheel behind it is going to be your manual regenerative braking that you can manually control. And then behind that, you've got your toggles for your wipers, front and back. And then this is your transmission select. Now the screen here in front of me, you can control via this little screen over here. So we're on gauge. You've got tour. You can link to drive modes, or you can hit sport and it will go into a sport gauge. You've got energy. So it'll go to an energy gauge. You can actually put your Google Maps on here, which is another cool thing to do. You've got driver assistance here as well. Now you also have night vision. So this does have night vision in this vehicle, which is pretty crazy, to be honest with you. The night vision will populate there on the screen, and then you can go through your different settings here. So you got layout, HUD, trip. So your trip is here. You can scroll through your different trip stuff if needed. And then you can go to your layout here again. We can go back to gauge, and then we can go just to tour because I think it looks a little bit better. You can control your heads-up display here. You can have standard, augmented reality, and assist, so you can do that too. But again, you got your headlight controls here too, which I kind of wish they just put it here. I don't know why you have to go into the screen to control your headlights. And then this here is for your lane keeping assist system there too. So ton of cool options here that you can control. Honestly, it's just going to depend on the user. Now this here at the top is your heads-up display. It covers a massive amount of the dash, I gotta say. It looks interesting. I mean, you know what? It is what it is. At least you have the heads-up display. You've got speaker there, speaker there. They look really nice too, like a nice stainless steel look on both sides. But you have this kind of plain, more simple dash over here on the passenger side. But you got more, you know, stuff up here. Honestly, it looks great. And then you have that kind of brushed aluminum trim piece here. One thing that I like about these little vents here, they kind of make a click sound, and it's this classy type of feel when you turn the vent on or off. And I think it's just a nice touch that they did with the interior, honestly. It's like these small details that kind of add up. Now, there's a couple things to note here in the center here. This is your kind of climate control screen. So you can control all climates in the vehicle. You can control the air on all 3 rows of the vehicle. Now you have massaging seats on both sides, and you can control it via the screen here or over there. So that is one cool thing to do. But essentially, it's just basically your climate control, where the IQ, you can control a little bit more in the screen. I like the fact that the screen's just kind of placed here. It looks really nice into the dash, I gotta say, with this brushed aluminum around it. It's a very classy, elegant look, in my opinion. Like I said to you guys, you got 2 wireless charging pads there, and then you've got a USB-C there, and then another USB-C over there to plug stuff in. And then even here, looking at the pedals, you've got stainless steel pedals here too, which look great. Like, there's really nice brushed aluminum all around. Now this is your display screen here. It's a touch screen, or you can use the dial here. So I'll show you guys. If I just scroll through with the dial, you can see it's moving through. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to get Apple CarPlay or Android Auto in the electric vehicles in GM's lineup, but you can kind of scroll through if you wish. You've got controls here, so it'll give you different controls here, and then you can go to the back button here, and then you can scroll through again. Now, we can, like I said, use your finger if you want to go through your different, modes here, or just touch whatever you need to. You've got hotkeys here. So if you hit this button here, it's going to give you 2 sections to put things if you wish. You've got music, you've got maps, you've got phone, and then you've got charging capability. The one thing I actually really like about this Cadillac electric vehicle is you can control your regenerative braking. So if you push this button here, it'll give you the ability to put it on normal or off. So when you slow down and take your foot off the accelerator, it will kind of coast or slowly or aggressively slow down the vehicle. I like the fact that they give you the option to do that instead of just having it on all the time, because it does get a little bit, annoying, and it gives you a little bit of a headache. So you can control that via this button here. You can lower the glove box here as well, and then you can also turn off the vehicle here. But the screen works really well, guys. Honestly, it's very intuitive. I like the way it's kind of integrated into the dash nicely here. It's a 33-inch display screen, but honestly, like I said, I think the interior just looks incredible. They've done such a good job just with the layout of everything. You got 360 camera angles too, so you got standard, overhead, you've got side camera views too. Then you can exit out of that. You can turn off the parking sensors as well. You've got Wi-Fi in here. You've got, obviously your time, and it's 6 degrees, guys, here in Ontario, Canada. I'm happy that weather's warming up. Now, another thing I wanted to mention to you guys is you can control the air suspension here. So as you can see, you can control the ride height. You can control it and make it higher if you wish, or lower it just by pushing this button over here. Now, that is really it for the center console area and then the screen. Now, let's take a look here in the center console. So again, you got this nice padded center console area. We'll lift it up. You've got a USB-C, and that's really it. It is a deep pocket. I would say it's not as wide, but it's useful. And then up here on the mirror, you've got your rear camera mirror that you could turn on or off. You've got your OnStar control, hazards, and then here you can open up the moonroof. You can open up the moonroof in this, but you also have a sunshade. I like the fact that it's not just it's not tinted. You actually have a shade to close it, and then you have this Alcantara liner. Then you've got these beautiful AKG speakers here as well. Honestly, guys, it is a beautiful, beautiful looking SUV. Cadillac makes such a great electric SUV that it's so hard for you to say no. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but they make such a beautiful SUV that the gas version is irrelevant. It's beautiful, it's luxurious, it's got a lot of great features in it. You know what? I would not put this to the side. If you guys aren't electric car fans, still, if you're in this market, take one out, drive it, get inside it. It is beautiful. So I'm sure you guys are wondering about price on this thing. Let's go outside, give you guys my final thoughts, and talk price. All right, guys, so let's talk price. 2026 Cadillac Vistiq Platinum here in vibrant white tri-coat. We're sitting at 123,372 Canadian. Let me know what you guys think about this 3-row electric SUV, because honestly, I personally think it's the best 3-row luxury electric SUV in this segment you can buy in the market, that gives you this much beauty, if that makes sense, and the features are incredible. It's stunning. It even gives you a light show here at the front too at night. Just the way the the front looks and the way it's kind of quiet inside. It's got a lot of great features: heated ventilated seats, massaging seats on both sides, speakers in the headrest. Honestly, it's a beautiful looking vehicle. It's no joke. Let me know what you guys think about the review, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.